Hey guys, this is your own channel named Rajasthani Commerce Youth with a different vision of enlightenment, a pursuit place for the primary people to solve primary questions. And today I am back and bring you a third part of the series video for the chapter called royalty count. Here you can see in the first and second part of the video, we have did a little bit regarding this, like we have understood the meaning of royalty count, and we also took a look at this, like these several topics, out of which I have already completed two topics I have already completed, and I have also told you a bit regarding these four terms: was the meaning of royalty, actual royalty count, minimum rent and dead rent, and short working, and as well the excess working. And I have also gave you an example regarding the to explain you the meaning of lessee and lessor. The difference between the lessee and lessor was the meaning of lessor and the lessee. Okay, I have told you earlier in my previous two videos, so if you haven't watched that video yet, so please go and check out that first so that you can understand it much better. Okay, and I have also told you we have also done like these first and second, okay, practical questions, and this one we have also seen a lot of things regarding the passing journal entry and preparing ledgers account like royalty, short working, and lesser account, okay, which are the three prime accounts for this chapter, royalty account, okay, in the books of lessee. And I have also told you this one, okay, the similar thing like how to prepare an analytical table and how to find out deficiency and excess working amount, same thing, and recoupment in recoupment and whatever amount is payable to the lessee. Now as you can see, today I would like to come on this chapter for the third topic, which I have already told you, that is going to be opening of minimum rent account. Okay, but before we go on this, I would like to give you a little intro about this topic. Okay, that what's the meaning of minimum rent and how does it work and why we need to open an account of minimum rent. Okay, so as you can see that if in the practical question which belongs to this chapter called royalty account, okay, the examiner may ask about opening minimum rent account. Okay, in generally what we do just make three prime account, as I have said earlier, like royalty account, short working amount, and the third and last one, lesser account. Okay, these three prime accounts we prepare in the books of lessee. Okay, so this one account, which is called minimum rent account, which we can generally prepare. Okay, if examiner asks us to prepare this, which is called minimum rent account in the exam, so it's nothing like minimum rent accounts merely will be opened in the books of lessee. Okay, it only will be open, minimum rent account only will be opened in the books of lessee. And more thing which is imperative to keep in mind in order to solve out questions like this one, minimum rent account like this one, is that account, minimum rent account, merely will be opening only in the spell of short working, whenever the short working will be incurred. Okay, in any year throughout the year, in any year. Okay, if short working amount incurs, so in that particular year you have to prepare minimum rent account as well, you have to maintain minimum rent account as well. And that is why, just because of, in simple language, generally, as I already told you, we prepare three prime accounts like royalty and short working and lessee account in the books of lessee. Okay, then whenever the minimum rent amount is greater than the actual royalty amount, whenever the minimum rent amount is greater than the actual royalty amount, we simply pay that amount, the minimum rent amount, to the lesser. Okay, and what entry we pass, what kind of entry we pass? Generally we entry pass like royalty account debit and short working to lesser. Okay, despite paying the amount of minimum rent. Okay, just because we are not paying the amount of actual royalty, we are paying the amount of minimum rent, but despite this we are passing the entry like royalty account debit, short working account debit to lesser account simply. But here, if examiner asks to show the minimum rent amount, that how much amount of minimum rent we has to pay, the lessee has to pay. Okay, the lessee has to pay to the lesser. So in order to show that, we have to open this minimum rent amount account, okay, separately in the books of lessee, to show that amount of minimum rent, that how much amount we have to pay to the lesser, the lessee has to pay lesser. To show that, we have to prepare another separate account, which is called minimum rent account, in the books of lessee, only in the books of lessee, and only in the year when short working occurs. Okay, if short working is not occurring, and there is any excess working in some of the year, in some of the spell, if there is any excess working amount occurs, then you don't have to maintain this account. Okay, minimum rent amount, simply we will see when we'll get our hands on the particular question. Like, read again, Simply means that if somehow you are asked to open minimum rent account, in the question merely refer to lessee's accounting books, only lessee accounting books, okay, not in the books of lessor and some other. You just have to do whatever you have to do in the books of lessee, okay. Like here one more thing, like when you are asked to open minimum rent account, okay, okay, when you are asked to open minimum rent account and when you are not asked to open minimum rent account, I mean in simple case, while passing journal entry in the books of lessee, okay, what you used to do, and now what you have to do, when you are asked to open another account which is called minimum rent account. In simple thing, we used to do like royalty, we pass entry like royalty account debit, short working account debit to landlord or lessee's account, okay, just to show passing this entry, just to show the amount or the sum which is payable to the lessor. And here what we're going to do, if we are asked to open minimum rent account by the examiner, we just simply have to do minimum rent account debit to the landlord to the lessor, which shows the minimum rent amount which is payable to the lessor directly, okay, only the minimum rent amount, not the royalty amount, okay. And by passing second entry like royalty account debit, short working debit, and to minimum rent account, what it shows, whatever amount of minimum rent account would be transferred to the royalty and short working amount account, okay. It's so simple. Here you simply what you do, royalty account debit, short working account debit to landlord, and here you just have to do minimum rent account debit to landlord or lessor, and the royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent account, just to show separately the amount of minimum rent which is payable to the lessee, only with this purpose to show separately the minimum rent amount which is directly payable to the lessor. Only in order to show that you have to open this account, okay, only with the purpose. And first entry you have to pass just because of you want to show that how much minimum rent amount is payable to the landlord, and in the second one you have to pass this entry just because of you are transferring the amount of royalty and short working with the minimum rent account, okay. Now I have told you already this one, okay, these things. Now let me get my hand on the practical question. So here we have a numerical like on 1st January 2060, Pink City Limited lease a coal mine at a minimum rent of 6,000 for the first year and 10,000 for the second year, and after their 20,000 per annum merging into a royalty of 50 paisa per ton with right to recoup short working over 2 years after occurring of short workings. From the following figures prepare minimum rent account, royalty account, short working account, as well as the last one, landlord or lessor account in the books of Pink City Limited, which is also known as lessee account, lessee in the books of lessee. The output is also given here, like in the year of 2016 it was incurred like of 6,000 tons, and in the year of 2017 it was 70,200 tons, and in the year of 2018 it was 44,000, and in the last year, in the year of 2019, it was 1 lakh tons, okay. So this is the question. Now this is how to do. So in order to solve out this question, first of all we need to prepare an analytical table which shows the deficiency and excess working amount as well as the recoupable amount and unrecoupable amount, and in the end whatever amount is payable to the lessor will be shown in this column, okay. Similar thing as we used to do in the past two videos, okay. Whatever we question we have solved in this chapter so far, we in all of the question we have prepared first of all analytical table. We start with analytical table solving questions. So in the question we're going to do same thing, okay. Like in the first year we have already done that, how to prepare analytical table, okay. In the first column year, and in the next column actual royalty, in the third column minimum rent amount, in the next one short working column which shows deficit amount, excess working amount, recoupable amount and unrecoupable amount of short working, okay. And in the end actual amount which is payable to the lessor, okay. Now start it writing with the year, first year, in the year of 2012, in the year of 2013, 14 and 15 as well. Now find out the actual royalty. I already mentioned you that how to figure out the actual royalty amount, okay. Let me go with it again. Whatever amount is there, like in the year of 2016, okay, in the year of 2016 a figure of 6,000 tons, a figure of 6,000 tons has been produced, okay. You just simply have to multiply it with the amount or rate, with the amount of rate of royalty, that is 50 paisa. 6,000 multiplied with 50 paisa in the next year 2013, another output of 70,200 tons, 70,200 multiplied with 0.15. In the another year of 2014, 44,000 tons, 44,000 multiplied with 0.50 paisa, the rate of royalty. And again, in the end, in the year of 2015, 1 lakh tons multiplied with 0.50 paisa, multiplied with the rate of actual royalty. After multiplying, you will get 3,000 in the year of 2012, 8,600 in the year of 2013, 22,000 in the year of 2014, and 50,000 in the last year of 2015. Now, the minimum rent amount. Okay, in the book, it is given that the minimum rent for the first year 6,000 for the first year and 10,000 for the second year, and then after for the next upcoming 2 years continuously 20,000 per annum. Okay, so here you can see 6,000 for the first year, 10,000 in the year of 2013 in the next year it means, and for upcoming 2 years, for upcoming last 2 years in the year of 2014 and 15, 20,000 and 20,000 similar amount, okay, as minimum rent. And as we usually do, we just simply have to figure out the amount of deficiency or excess working. If there is any deficiency amount, which will be known as short working, and if there is any excess working amount, which is will be known as excess working amount. Okay, so you just simply have to find out the difference between the minimum rent and actual royalty, as we have done earlier in my previous 2 videos. Like here is actual royalty is less than the minimum rent amount, so whatever the difference will be there will be known as short working amount. And here you can see this is the short working amount of rupees 3,000. In the next year, here you can see again minimum rent amount is greater than the actual royalty amount, and that would be also known as short working amount of rupees 1,400 rupees. In the year of 2014, as you can see here, actual royalty amount is greater, okay, is higher than the minimum rent amount, okay, which is just 20,000. So it is higher than 2,000, higher by 2,000. So here you can see 2,000, which is plus amount, and which also known as excess working amount. Okay, so in the last year, in the year of 2015, here you can see 50,000 actual royalty amount, which is so greater than the minimum rent amount, and the difference you can see between minimum rent and the actual royalty is 30,000. Okay, so here you can see excess working amount of 30,000 rupees. Now see the what is the terms and condition regarding the recoupment given in the book. Here you can see it is mentioned in the book regarding the terms and condition of recoupment that the lessee has right to recoup short workings over 2 years after occurring of short workings. Okay, over 2 years after occurring of short working. It means the lessee merely have right to recoup its short working amount out of the excess working amount if there is any excess working occurred in the subsequent 2 years, in the subsequent 2 years of the short working. Okay, of the short working. Like here you can see in the year of 2012, here you can see the amount of short working of rupees 3,000 that can be recouped as per the terms and condition mentioned in the question out of the subsequent 2 years excess working amount. So here you can see in the year of 2013, there is no excess working amount incurred. Okay, so just skip that year and move on the next year, which is the year of 2014. Here you can see excess working amount of rupees 2,000 incurred. So as per the terms and condition, okay, this 3,000 amount of short working can be recouped out of this 2,000 excess working amount, okay, which is only 2,000. So due to having a less amount or insufficient amount of excess working, the lessee only be able to recoup 2,000 amount out of the 3,000 amount as short working, okay, as short working in order to recoup, okay, for the recoupment amount. Now here you can see 2,000 we have already written down in the column of recoupment. Okay, so that amount has been recouped out of the 3,000, and whatever amount is left behind, the whole remaining amount, how much is left? 1,000 left. So 1,000 amount will be known as unrecoupable amount. Okay, so this will be known as lessee's loss. Okay, and it will be credited in the P&L account as we have done in the earlier previous video hour. So in the year of 2015, you can see the big and vast amount of excess working here, and here we have another short working which occurred in the year of 2013 of rupees 1,400 amount of short working can be recouped out of the subsequent 2 years excess working amount as per the terms and condition mentioned in the question. Okay, which is mentioned in the question. So here you can see in the year of 2014 we had 2,000 rupees short working excess working amount, which the whole amount has been utilized to recoup the short working amount which occurred in the year of 2012. Okay, short working amount which occurred in the year of 2012. 12 or rupees 3000, out of which only 2000 could be recouped. So here the whole amount is utilized, okay, in order to recoup this amount, this short working amount, this year short working amount. Now here in the year of 2014, after that, here you can see, here you can assume now it is nil, it got nil, totally nil. So here is nothing, so all you need to do, so you have to skip the year of 2014 due to having a very less amount, okay, insufficient amount of excess working. So moving on the next year of 2015, here you can see a vast amount of excess working which can be utilized to recoup this year's, okay, the year's 2000 years short working amount, which is just 1400 rupees, okay. Here you can see the whole amount has been recouped. The whole amount of short working has been recouped in the year of 2015, which is related to the year of 2013. So here you can see payment in the first year we have to meet the minimum rent amount, okay, the minimum rent amount of rupees related year to the 2012 of rupees 6000, and 10,000 related to the 2000 year 2013 year. The whole amount will be payable to the lessee, and 20,000 which is related to the year 2014, and 48,600 which is related to the year 2015, okay. Whatever amount is up to the 20,000, okay, whatever amount is there above 20,000 of minimum rent here, out of which 1,400 amount has been utilized to recoup short working amounts, okay, which is related in the past years, and after deducting 1,400 amount out of the 30,000, whatever amount is left there, the remaining amount out of the 30,000, you have to add with 20,000, and the whole amount, which is 48,600, will be payable, okay. Here you can see 50,000 minus 1,400, and here you can see 48,600. The 48,600 amount is payable to the lesser. So simply you can see here. Now moving on the journal entry, how we're going to pass the journal entry. I already mentioned earlier that simply you just have to pass journal entry like minimum rent account debit to the landlord, okay, that whatever amount rent, whatever minimum rent amount is payable to the landlord. And second entry you have to pass like royalty account debit, short working account debit to the minimum rent amount, in order to show the amount of minimum rent account which is transferred to the royalty and short working amount. So here we're going to see, and I have already mentioned here, you can see that this minimum rent amount only will be opened in the year of short workings occur, okay, only in the spell of the short working. So here you can see only in the year of 2012 and 13 we have short working amount, okay, 3,000 and 1,400, okay. So in the year of 2012 and 13, here you can see minimum rent amount to the landlord amount, whatever amount of minimum rent is there, you have to just simply write down it here. And second thing, here you can see I have already mentioned that minimum rent amount, whatever minimum rent amount is payable to the landlord, so passing that entry means showing that amount which is payable to the landlord. In the second entry, which directly refer to the minimum rent account, that whatever amount, okay, of royalty and short working we have to transfer to the minimum rent amount, minimum rent account. Here minimum rent account like 3,000 and 3,000, 3,000 of royalty account, 3,000 of royalty account, and 3,000 short working account amount. So the whole amount, both amount of different accounts transfer to the minimum rent account. Here you can see another simply payment to the landlord, okay, as you used to do in my previous video, okay. Simply you have to pay the amount to the landlord by passing the entry like landlord or lesser account debit to the bank or rupees 6,000. Here you can see rupees 6,000 and 6,000. And last and finally, as usual, we have to charge our royalty account with the P&L account, considering it royalty as an expense, okay, in case of lessee, just because we are preparing it in the books of lessee, so it is an expense for the lessee of rupees 3,000. Here you can see 3,000. So simply we are completed with the first year. Now moving to the next year, which is here, you can see in the year of 2013 minimum rent, similar thing, minimum rent account debit to landlord or lesser account, 10,000, as I have already mentioned, 10,000 or 10,000, okay, 10,000 or 10,000, whatever amount is payable to the lesser as minimum rent account, we're gonna put here, okay. Then again royalty account debit, short working account debit to the minimum rent account of rupees 8,600, which related to the short working account, 1,400 related to the short working, and to the last transfer the amount of royalty and short working to the minimum rent account of rupees 10,000, okay. The calculation of royalty account and short working account transfer to the minimum rent account. Now payment to the lesser payment will be made to the lesser of rupees 10,000 rupees, and you can see here 10,000 in the next year. Now in the year of 2014, here you can see we are doing similar thing, passing the similar entry as we used to pass in simple case. Okay, when we were not asked to maintain minimum rent account. Okay, in absence of opening minimum rent account. Okay, so in this year, I mean in the year of 2014 and 15, here you can see there were not even a single amount of short working incurred in the year of 2014-15, and I have already told you, I have already cleared to you that the minimum rent account only will be opened in the year when short working will be occurred. In the year when short working occurred. So you can see in the year of 2014 there is no short working, so don't need to open minimum rent account. So simply you have to pass entry. Okay, simply you have to pass entry like royalty account debit to the landlord, whatever amount is payable of royalty to the landlord, 22,000. Second entry shows the amount which is payable to the lesser of rupees 22,000, and you can say but we have paid only 22,000 just because of 2,000 has been recouped. Okay, will be known as recoupable amount in the year of 2014. Here you can see 2,000 recouped, and in the last entry we're going to charge the royalty and the short working amount with the P&L account as perceiving it as an expense. Okay, or rupees 22,000 and 1,000. Now in the last year of 2015, here you can see we just need to do similar as we have done in the year of 2014. Royalty passing like royalty account debit to landlord or lesser account of rupees 50,000. Here you can see as well 50,000. Royalty lesser account debit, landlord account debit to the bank. Okay, payment to the lesser of rupees 48,600, and short working account amount, whatever amount is recouped. Okay, as short working of rupees 1,400. Here you can see in the year of 2015 1,400 and payment made to the lesser of rupees 48,000 to the 48,600 to the lesser, and simply in the end you just have to charge your royalty amount. Okay, perceiving it as an expense with the P&L account. 50,000, 15,000. Here you can see 50,000, okay, of actual royalty, and here again we have this amount 15,000, 50,000. Okay, now in the end I also tell you that how to make minimum rent account in the books of lessee. Okay, in the lesser, in the ledger, we are just need to make one extra account out of the 3 prime account. Like we used to prepare royalty account, okay, short working and landlord similar. Okay, these are the 3 prime account I already mentioned earlier. Here we just need to make one more account which is known as minimum rent account, which is asked in the question by the examiner to prepare, okay, to make. So simply all you have to do, just transfer, okay, just transfer for the P&L from the general account simply to the ledger account. Okay, as I have already taught you how to transfer it. Okay, and many times you have already transferred like in the class of 11 12 and thereafter as well. So we are preparing here minimum rent account. So similar minimum rent account, whatever amount minimum rent account royalty account is credited, so in the minimum rent account royalty account is credited. Okay, and royalty in the minimum rent account, okay, royalty and short account is debited, so royalty and short account is debited 3,000 and 3,000, and here you can see 3,000 in the year of 2012. And again in the year of, here you can see nothing is regarding the minimum rent account. Okay, so I'm going to skip it. Okay, so in the year of 2013 similarly you have to do in the account of minimum rent, simply credit the amount of landlord, okay, which is in the year of 2013 10,000. Here you can see 10,000. Now whatever amount of royalty and short working, okay, whatever amount of royalty short working transfer to the minimum rent account, you just have to show that, you just have to demonstrate that in the account of minimum rent, okay, by transferring it on the right hand side of the minimum rent account. Okay, in the year of 2013 by royalty and by short working 8,600 and 1,600. Here you can see 8,600 and 1,600 amount. Here you can see has been matched. Okay, has been matched. 10,000, 10,000, 6,000, 6,000 in the year of 2012, in the year of 2013. Okay, only in the 2 years, only in the 2 years, just because of here I have already mentioned you that it only will be opened in those year when short working will be occurred, only in the year when short working is occurred. Okay, so simply you can see short working is occurring only in the year of 2012 and 2013. And in the year of 2014-15 we have excess working amount, so we don't need to open minimum rent amount. Okay, and with the royalty account we just have to do similar account like royalty account. Okay, in the royalty account, on the right hand side, on the credit side, we have to just simply credit the minimum rent account. Okay, like here you can see in the royalty account, minimum rent account, but the amount of royalty, okay, 3000, and simply we just have to charge it with the P&L account. And simply you have to do similar thing in the account of short working, in the account of short working, okay, and in the account of lessee or landlord as well. Okay, like payment to the landlord, and whatever amount is transferred to the minimum rent account, here simply you're gonna put it on the right hand side in the account of lessee or landlord. Simply payment made to the lessor and minimum rent account, payment made to the lessor and short working, whatever amount is recouped. Here you can see in the year of 2014 2000 has been recouped, in the year of 2014 2000 has been recouped, in the year of 2015 1400 has been recouped, in the year of 2015 1400 has been recouped, and all both sides are matched. Here you can see 50,000 and 50,000 in the year of 2014, 22,000 in the year of 2013, 10,000 10,000 in the year of 2012, simply 6,000 and 6,000. So like this, here we are done with this another topic. Okay, opening minimum rent account. We are done with the topic. Okay, I already mentioned in this video that meaning of minimum rent account. Okay, you only have to open a minimum rent account in the books of lessee. Okay, and only in the spells of short working, when the short working is occurred, only in the year, only in the particular year you have to open the minimum rent account. Okay, when the examiner is mentioning in the question to open the minimum rent account. Okay, and also told you that in simple case what kind of entry we used to pass. Okay, and for what we used to pass. And here if we are in the if we are asked in the question, if we are asked in the question to open minimum rent account, then what we have to do with the entry, and what kind of work is done by the entry. Okay, just like a minimum rent account, passing such entry like minimum rent account to the landlord, you just have to simply present the minimum rent which is payable to the landlord, and simply in the another video, in the another entry, you just have to present the amount which is transferred to the royalty and short working amount. Okay, so in this video we are done with this another topic which is called opening minimum rent account, and I'll see you in the next video with a new topic. Till that, see you around. And I also would like you to make sure that you have watched all over the three parts of this for this chapter. Okay, which is called royalty account. You, I hope you have already watched, and if you really like my video, please subscribe my channel as soon as possible to get notified for such kind of video. Okay, so till then, bye bye.